What if you could build and deploy a production SaaS in a single day? Because let's be honest, every SaaS starts the same, or payments, CMS, email, and somehow we keep rebuilding it. Most indie hackers don't fail because their idea sucks. They fail because they never ship. Weeks disappear before your product even begins. And if you want to ship faster in 2076, you have to stop starting from scratch. What you are looking at here is a modular SaaS boilerplate, but behind this isn't just a template, it's a system. You pick your payments, you pick your CMS, you keep what you need. In this video, I'm not going to teach you how to build everything from scratch. I'm going to show you how this product works, how the modules connect, and how the CMS runs from Notion, and how you can deploy it fast. If you are an indie hacker, a SaaS founder, or a full stack dev who's tired of rebuilding the same architecture over and over, this will make sense very quickly. Hey everyone, this is Anu from Bayesian Labs. Let's start off immediately on how to download. There are two ways. One is open source one, which you can see it here. You can copy and download and all the procedures you will see in the documentation. That's for serious developers and how to proceed. The other way is you log in. You get started. You create the account. You either sign up on with your email address or connect with any of your any Google, Gmail, or LinkedIn. So you will currently my account says 220 credits. I already used 20. Initially, every account would be provided with 20 credits. With 20 credits, you can download the boilerplate one time. And if you want to increase your credits, you can increase your credits with this. Currently, it's Dodo payments production. Yeah. So, what all currently? This is the form which needs to be filled. If you have a .env file, you can directly upload. You can directly upload it here. It will also fulfill all the values here. If you are a repeat customer, you already have the similar things would be used. Otherwise, you need to go into you need to fill this form. You would have so first is the project name. Just take a name of the project. Yeah, you're creating the next phase. Then theme. These themes are based on shadcn and shadcn colors. If I give orange default, I can give a system light or dark. So you would have an option. So whatever you are seeing here would be similar how you would look. The home page would be empty. So all those the real things you need to construct. What your application is, what your idea is, that you need to construct in here. All the tabs you need to have, what all different pages would have, all those would be there. But the setting, the auth system, the payment system, all these things would be already available. Yeah, which can be confirmed from here. Even the landing page, all the landing page, leader pages, and all those kind of pages would also currently this. What is the default theme type? Whenever somebody chats your app, what's the SaaS name, which is gonna be here? This is the project name. So the project folder name, which you can then upload to GitHub and all that GitHub repo. What yeah, come Facebook. So currently only web app. Afterwards, we'll be adding mobile app and desktop app also. That's your company's name. It needs for legal. If you have payments and all that, you would need all those kind of things. What's the URL? By default, if as currently deployed to Vercel is coming soon, so at the initial it would be local, and this running on Next.js. It's a turbo repo framework, but Next.js. So next public URL is localhost 3000. So that's where it is running. Afterwards, you need to fill. Currently, only Notion CMS is available. It's free of cost. Strapi is coming soon, but it's open source. It's faster, but it would take time to set up and all that. I haven't included that here. Uh, Notion is way more easier to modify and all that. So I'll just so to get your own. So So the thing is, for Notion CMS, you would need to have these databases in your own accounts. You would have need to get an API token which gives access to the databases you have, because I can't enter my databases, and also create an Upstash account, because Notion has a limit to how much it can put in, how many Notion, how many. Yeah, Notion has a limit to for the Lightning manual, how many requests per, and it's slow. So with Upstash, 10 minutes. So any change you make in any of the database, it takes 10 minutes for. So first you need to create a Notion account. You can go to the here and create a new Notion account. After you have created a Notion account in the workspace, it's very easy to set up. You would need to go to my documentation. There is a Notion setup documentation. So what you will in here, this is the documentation. Similar documentation would be available to you too. And what all things need to be, again, it will be considered from this page, documentation database in Notion. So first you need to go to this SaaS CMS template. This is my Notion template. You need to get this template. It will give you, so it will tell you where to, if I'm a, so I'm trying to add it to my, so this way I have currently adding it to here. So that's downloading. Yeah, while this downloads, I'll just has downloaded. So this is the default template which will be downloaded. If you can see, all these things are filled with all the things currently in my boilerplate. Anything which currently, because these are what the database it's added to. So that's why it won't be a problem here. If I change it here, it will change in my main one. But so you can see if you add the databases from here. So how you will gonna be adding the databases, you need to go to landing page. If you can see anything before we question mark equal to, see, this one is the landing page database ID. This is the landing page database ID. Similarly, for each of the ones you need to add, you don't need to change anything currently, any of these things. You can change later afterwards, because it will be way more reducer. You will know where each of the things are. Whatever you change here would be currently cache is 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, whatever you change here after 10 minutes will be visible on your site in local. Okay. Afterwards, after you fill all these ones, right? You need to get an API token. You need to go to my integrations, and there's a link I have given. In that, you need to go to integrations, create a new integration, and just put all those things with company name and all those things you need to give. Yeah. After you give all these things, you need to go to mirror your pages, right? And then give share to go here. You can go from here to integration. I'll just show you 1 second. Give me a second. The SaaS, let's see here. So see, it's connected to N8 internal, which was, so this internal integration, sorry. You create an internal integration, not the integrations where we in. You go to internal integration. In there, you create a new integration, which is the associated workspaces, whatever workspace you have, and you just create it. And you may need to go here and add whatever connection. It's whatever app, that internal connection, your internal app you have created here. It may go by default, it may not. So just do that. Then as soon as you do that internal, you will get an API token, which needs to be added here, right? As soon as you add here, and afterwards you go and create an Upstash account. It's free of cost. It's very, very cheap. I'll just go to my Upstash account. Yeah. Here you have to, it will be, I'll explain how to do it in my documentation itself, but you create an account, so in the data browser, you can see all the things, rate limit, balance, document, all these things all the cache should be coming here. You can check this out. So, which would require you to first create that database, get that REST URL and REST token, and then put it here. REST URL and REST, right? As soon as you do it, this portion is done. Then you go to better and create a better a random secret. Even if you, but because you will be downloading to local, any number is okay. All these star ones are required fields. Without filling all the required ones, you can't download. Afterwards, you need to select at least one of auth providers, email verification one, LinkedIn, Google, GitHub. Each would require some procedure more. Like email verification would require you to have a send a file, right? Yeah, send a mail to your. So for sending a mail, you would need a client. How to get that client? You can go to resend. Is if there are free for 100 emails per day, 3,000 per month. So you can register there. It's easy. You'll get an API token here. For more details on how to, you will get the, you can get, go to their where it's an easy one. Just get the API key afterwards, or you can set up a Gmail SMB. We have currently not. If you want to, or more easier one, and just put in LinkedIn, how to get set up for get these client ID and client secret, and as an authentication setup document you can make. Same for Google or GitHub. You can have all of these on any of those. In mine, there were all of these. Afterwards, you can have for support features, you can have send support mail or book meeting. Any of those, none of those, your wish. Make a calendar account, get a booking URL. These are support features would be visible like this. Sending message, book documentation would be there for all. Sending message and booking meeting, it's your choice. Then even for sending support message, for them to be able to send you, again need an email client, either SMTP credentials or VSEC. Currently, the SMTP will be coming in the next few weeks. The words, let's look into the storage module. Storage module, you have two choices for server block, free for 1 GB limit. So there are storage module, you would need three things. Here is where you store the profile images are stored here. Database your URL where all your user details, all those payment details, payment transactions, all those kind of things are stored in the database URL. So for database URL, you can create it in AWS RDS, Neo1 Superbase, where you can create, and it will be in the form of Postgres URL, user, password at the rate host. This one you can create anywhere, but you will get that. You can construct that, and that is what needs to be put here. Versa blog, you can go here and get this read write token, create and get this read write token, or you can go for Cloud Scare. I'll do. It's free for 100 GB. How many people are you going to get? For others too. This is for large scale products. If you want to extend to large scale and you want free of cost, so all these would be needed. You can go here at the documentation. I have also provided documentation on how to get this account ID, SysKey ID, market name, and all those kind of things in my documentation. Yeah. Afterwards, we come to observability, analytics, and security model, in which you would need to go select which all do you want. So rate and limiting would be automatic because you have already one upstage, because CMS is necessary. You need a landing page. That's a compulsion. And for landing page, as I'm currently only giving Notion, so Notion requires that upstage cache and all that. For logging, I'm using BetaStack. You can go there, create an account free of cost, log in. Right? Google Analytics also free of cost. If you don't want to right now, you don't want to learn how to do it and all, you can stop. And rate limiting would be an upstash. Again, same whatever you want. If you fill it here, it would automatically fill it here. Then payment gateway, currently I'm only supporting credits. What credit based it? You can increase credits whenever you want. How many ever credit you want. So even for your app, this basic structure would be there. How many ever credits they want, they can purchase. And they can purchase through two. Either Dodo payments, which would require all these things. How to get them would be here in the documentation provided here. You can get all these variables, how to set up your own Dodo account, Dodo payments account. Dodo payments, currently as I'm from India, Stripe is very limited. Only few top businesses get access to Stripe. merchant account, so I'm using Dodo payments for currently for this one. You can also get Stripe. For Stripe, you would only need Stripe Secret and Stripe Webhook Secret. Right? Yeah. So this is the all of the modules and what needs to be filled in this form. Next, I'll download a sample from my environment variable, how to start and get it working with you. So let me just put a sample .env and download a boilerplate and how to start initially in local. I already have configured my own one for this one. So I will just try 1 second. So it will fill everything except this project name, all the environment variables. So this was the SaaS Forge, and just folder name this and this as Facebook. And theme, so I'll just put lilac instead of currently being green. This one is for green, and I don't want to go down and change things because there are APIs and all that. I just download this one update. If anything needs to be changed, I'll change after the download. As soon as I have downloaded Facebook one, it's been downloaded. It's downloaded. I'm extracting it here, and I'm in my VS Code. I'm going to Facebook. I'm opening. Yeah, first extracted the zip file on the Facebook. You can see in the Facebook in the apps. So this is the root which has been downloaded. As soon as you go to that root folder, after statements pn installed. Please inform that pnpm is there. I'm using pnpm everywhere. It's faster. Think how to, if you have npm, download npm, how to, and all those would be visible. So in the root, you do pnpm install stuff, and then do a pnpm generate. You would need to do a migrate to. It will migrate whatever database you have given. It will create all the tables and schemas which are needed in this database. As I've already, you would need to do pnpm migrate. I don't need to do that because I'm using an existing database with all the tables already present. So I'll just do pnpm generate. It will create the Prisma client to access those database. So that's it. pnpm generate, and then pnpm, and then let's run it in my local. Yeah. Now I'll just go here. Go to your incognito window. See, you'll see a vignette, and because all the database I have given, all the Notion database I have given, I have all these things. Every single thing written here is based on what is in the environment variable. So this is what you see. Right. This one is based on. Okay. Yeah. So then you can do a get started. So support, it will have everything. All this data is taken, even the icon has been taken from Notion. Your Notion CMS, whatever databases have you given share. You will have your own, all these things would be in one of the databases in Notion. And there's a separate video of that. And on the needed pages with your details, whatever you have filled in the environment variables, or in the Notion databases. For this, the Notion database is given. I can check all those terms and conditions. I'm just, yeah, wait. Currently, I'm running too many things and also recording the video. It's slow. For me, it's pretty fast. So then I do getting started. So this should be the end because I gave all the three here and this for the year. So I'll just create a new account so that you know I'll create in one of my Gmail account. So because I also be a payment gateway, it's 20 and yeah. So all this would be default in one second. So this is the default boilerplate home empty on these things. Their support would be there. There are profile modifications, then session revoke things, billing and all would be available here. Currently, the default billing, the one I have given is try. I so I can just give a demo. I have given a webhook which connects to this local host, not directly, but it's through a Cloudflare tunnel and all that. How to do it and all. I may create videos for that. So currently 20 credits are there. So whatever you create your own app, currently if you're also planning on using a credit based application for your app, it's already here. You don't need to do anything addition except for if you have already given the environment variable for Stripe, the secret key and the webhook secret. For the local host, you would need to create another webhook secret, and for the different one, for the production one, you would need to create another webhook secret. So we can do purchase. So it need because I've connected it. This is in a test mode. In my Dodo one, it's in production. If you want to get more credits in my one, it will go to a Dodo production account where the payment is real, it's not fake. So there is a fake card, photo. You'll see that if you put anything else, you'll get the top 20 anything, any number. Just I'm putting any anything. India, pay. So as soon as, so there were 20 credits. You see, you get 120 credits. So this is how all the systems are already in place. Let me conclude why this is helpful. Yeah, there are a lot of AI things coming in, cloud code, anti-gravity. I use all of them, but the problem is it's a waste of credits and waste of money to do all the modules which you already know, which you have already built before. Wasting time on that, you need a structured ones. Having structured ones and the documentation helps Cloud Code to add whatever. Even with Cloud Code, you only work on your own application, your own whatever you want to do, instead of working on all these different modules. And even in different modules, which to select, should I use Clerk? Should I use Better Auth? How much time would it take me to use PostgreSQL? How much cost it would be? Maybe for starting for beta, yeah, you would know need this for, but for how to convert from this to this, all those decisions from my form itself and the documentation I provide in there itself, you don't need to go to any other site. From there itself, you can know what all is needed for your own app. create more videos on chatbot videos on each of the ones of if you want to create a social network, if you want to create an image app, I'll create a duplicate of all of the apps you see, all of the famous apps which I use, and create it using my template. Now this will make it so much faster. Okay. Thanks. Hope you like it. And if you like the video, share and subscribe. And if you like this, there is open source version, or if you are down from open source, please star is GitHub review if you find it useful. Please upvote it on any place you see if you like it and if you want to use it. And if you want multiple, currently 20 credits you can download. If you want more, well, if you want to create your next app, you can increase your credits. It's currently pretty cheap because it's the first one, and currently giving $2 5 times you can download the app. It's pretty cheap. And thank you.